A mother of two who was shot dead while being held hostage in her home has been praised by friends as a bubbly woman who had so much love and life to give. Hayley Burke, 36, died in hospital on Monday evening after she was shot 2 days earlier while police engaged in a standoff with a man. In Dartford, Kent, armed police and a trained negotiator scrambled to a terraced house on Priory Road at 12:40 p.m. on Saturday afternoon following reports of a disturbance. Mrs. Burke, who had 2 sons whom friends said were her life, was taken to a hospital in London suffering from shots from a handgun, police said. A 29-year-old man was also taken to hospital with a firearms injury and remains in a critical condition. The incident happened while millions of television viewers were watching King Charles' coronation take place 16 miles away at Westminster Abbey. One of Miss Burke's friends said, "Hayley was the loudest friend in the group and never failed to have everyone laughing. Hayley loved her children with every inch of her heart. Everything she did was for her boys, they were her life. Hayley would do anything for anybody, but wasn't afraid to tell you if you took the mick. She was so brutally honest. It was one of her best character traits. If you wanted an honest opinion, you would always ask Hayley. Her space in our lives will never be filled. She didn't deserve any of this. She had so much love and life to give." One couple who knew Ms. Burke described her as a lovely woman. The 46-year-old father, who did not want to be named, said, "She used to work at my kid's school years ago. I've known her for years. She was a beautiful-looking girl. It's awful, especially on our doorstep. It scared a lot of people around here. But it's terrible. This area has gone right downhill." And the mother, who said her children were outside when it happened, added, "My son, 14 years old, recognized her and said, 'She really helped me.' She always helped him and was never rude." Another neighbor, who wished to remain anonymous, said he had just come back from the coronation in the capital to find the road blocked off. He said, "I couldn't get down from that end. And I went down to that end. And then I heard the shots, and police were telling everyone to get behind the walls. It was worrying. It was worrying because I hadn't heard what was going on. I just heard rumors from the neighbors. I just heard that someone died." He said it was normally a quiet road, adding, "I'm embarrassed to tell people, because there's been a shooting in your road. They think you live in a rough estate. But it's not, it's a nice road." When asked whether he still feels safe in the area, he said, "Yes." The police came and knocked on the door the following day, just to try and reassure everybody. A Kent police spokesman said, "An investigation into a firearms incident at a property in Dartford is now being treated as murder after the victim died in hospital. Officers, along with a trained police negotiator, attended and attempted to engage with a man inside the address. Firearms officers also attended, and whilst they were at the scene, a 36-year-old woman suffered injuries believed to have been caused by a handgun, and she was taken to a London hospital. The victim died from her injuries shortly before the evening of May 8. The man, aged 29, was also taken to hospital with a firearms injury, and he remains in a critical condition. He is being treated as the suspect, and an investigation is being led by the Kent and Essex Serious Crime Directorate. Witnesses described how police cordoned off the road and ordered people to stay inside their homes before officers broke through the front door. After an hour-long standoff, pandemonium broke out and neighbors heard what they described as sounding like 2 rounds of gunshots. One woman, who wished not to be named, described the scene as chilling. Kent police made a mandatory referral to the Independent Office for Police Conduct because police were at the scene at the time of the injuries. No police weapons were discharged. An Independent Office of Police Conduct spokesman said, "On Saturday, we were notified by Kent Police about a firearms incident in Dartford, where a woman and a man sustained serious injuries. We have now been advised that sadly the woman involved has died. Today, we received a mandatory referral from Kent Police regarding this incident, which we are assessing to determine whether any further action is required from us. Just want to say rest in peace, Hayley Burke."